When have you said that's not my name? For me, it happens almost daily. My birth certificate says Richard Allen Wilson, but I've been Ricky since I was 3 days old. The only time I hear Richard is when something's wrong or someone doesn't know me. I've worked at Milltown Hardware for 11 years. Our regulars know me as Ricky. My name tag says Ricky. Even my W-2 says Ricky because I filled out my paperwork that way and nobody questioned it. Last Tuesday started like any other day. I unlocked the front doors at 6:45 a.m., flipped on the lights, and counted the register. The morning crowd trickled in, contractors mostly, grabbing supplies before heading to job sites. I knew most by name. "Morning, Ricky," said Mike from Miller Construction, grabbing his usual coffee from our courtesy pot. "Mike, how's the Johnson renovation coming along?" We chatted while I rang up his PVC fittings. This was my comfort zone. Easy conversation, helping people solve problems, knowing exactly who I was in the world. Around 10 a.m., a woman in a crisp pantsuit entered, looking completely out of place among the paint cans and power tools. She approached the counter with purposeful steps. "I'm looking for Richard Wilson," she announced, consulting a small notepad. "That's not my name," I said automatically, then caught myself. "I mean, technically it is, but everyone calls me Ricky." She smiled thinly. "Richard Wilson, I'm Diane Mercer from Regional Management. We spoke on the phone about the quarterly review." My stomach dropped. Corporate had called last week about some kind of evaluation, but I'd assumed my boss would handle it. "Right, yes, sorry about that. I'll need to see your inventory records and sales reports for the past 6 months," she continued. "Richard?" Each time she said it, I felt myself shrinking. Richard wasn't me. Richard was my father's name, the man who walked out when I was 4. Richard was what my mother shouted when I broke her favorite vase at 8. Richard was formal, important, accountable. I was just Ricky. Throughout the day, she followed me around the store, clipboard in hand, calling me Richard with increasing frequency. Each time I resisted the urge to correct her. By afternoon, I was answering to it like a trained dog. "Richard, these safety compliance forms haven't been updated since 2019. Richard, your inventory control system is completely outdated. Richard, we need to discuss your management approach." When Dave Thornton, my regular Thursday customer for 15 years, came in and called out, "Hey Ricky, got those special order hinges?" Logically, Diane raised an eyebrow. "Your customers don't address you professionally?" she noted on her clipboard. Something in me snapped. "Actually," I said, straightening my shoulders, "they address me correctly. I'm Ricky, not Richard." She looked up, surprised. "Your employment file says Richard. My friends call me Ricky. My customers call me Ricky. My name tag says Ricky." I tapped the plastic badge on my chest. "This store has been my life for over a decade, and everyone here knows who I am. Mr. Wilson, this is a professional environment, and I'm a professional who knows every inch of this store and every customer who walks through that door. I know their projects, their kids' names, and which brands they prefer. That matters more than what you call me." She studied me for a long moment. I'd never stood up to anyone from corporate before, but something about hearing my father's name all day had worn my patience thin. Finally, she made a small note. "Very well, Ricky. Now about these compliance issues." It wasn't a complete victory, but hearing my real name from her felt significant. The next morning, I changed my nameplate in the system to officially read Ricky Wilson, because that's who I've always been, paperwork be damned.